Well, here we are. Is it counting down? Yeah, here we are finishing up the boiler. Let me take this off and take you up. You can see it's a mess. I still got to clean up all this down here. I'll vacuum or sweep it up. Vacuum up some of this. I take the wire brush and just go over the little latch there and this latch here. This is what it looks like when it's, this is about clean enough. I don't know. You can get it cleaner than that. You can get in there with a wire brush and do all this, but it really ain't going to make a whole lot of difference at this point. The tubes are all what I call shot. If there's a big flame in there, you can see the flames through the back of those lower tubes. That's the upper tubes. There's one or two that need a little more work, but I'm just not into it. This is just kind of a quick clean. So what I'm going to do is shut her up and see what kind of time we got, if I can shut it up with one hand. Oh yeah, it's a good old boiler. Twist. That's a knob I made out of a piece that was thrown away, a piece of gym equipment that was thrown away from some school. I don't even remember which one now. It's a little tighter than I like, but I take the wire brush and go around the gasket a little bit too. This is not a super airtight boiler. The other thing I'll do is, I forgot, I will in fact I might do it with the camera. I got a screwdriver here, except for this is a two-hand job. Let me go get the tripod. We're only a minute into this, a minute to win it. Getting through this mess. Gets a little tight when I start bringing up a lot of wood, but it sure is nice when it's nasty and shitty out. Whoops, nasty and terrible out here, that you can just get under here. See, there's the wood in here and wood in there. What I'm going to do is try to open the tripod first. I'm going to set you on there. It's just going to be a little shaky, a lot shaky, but I'm a lot shaky, so it'll match up. Yeah, there it goes in. Now I'll open this up. I just like to make sure that the stack isn't clogged up. Let me zoom in. I know a lot of crud will come out of there when I hit that, open that. I can't see where I'm at. Oh, there it is. I'm sure a lot of crud will come out when I do that. But I like to check that, and then I look in the back of the back also. It's supposed to unscrew, but it hasn't unscrewed in years. Actually, not too bad. I'm just going to dump this into my bucket down here while we're doing it. And I don't know what I do with my mirror. I have a mirror here most of the time, but I just don't know what I did with it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the camera and go up the stack, and then I'll review it on the movie later. So this is going up looking at the stack. And if it's dirty, I'll come back later and clean it out. It doesn't look like it's too bad from this angle because I don't see too much. There's where it comes out of the boiler. I know it's getting kind of dark, but it doesn't look too bad. So we're at, I think we started at around 1 o'clock. I know I got started, I probably started, a couple minutes before 1 o'clock. So it's less than an hour doing this is a quick clean. There's a door over here. It's hard to see right there to get in there and clean that breech out. And that's hard getting into. That's why I don't do that. I'll probably pull the thermometer out. We're down to 180 degrees. 180 degrees. The stack temperature now is going up to, or is sitting at, I gotta get up there. Without glasses, I can't read nothing. We're sitting on 212 degrees, and the boiler's just kind of at an idle right now. It's not even calling for heat. And once that metal, you got metal to metal in there on those tubes, you saw how much surface area there is in those tubes. This thing transfers heat like you wouldn't believe. I can have all my zones calling, and this thing not even coming on, just barely over and idle. It'll come on every now and then. So anyhow, that's cleaning the old wood boiler. It's a little change from, I did it for a couple reasons. Number one, to check it and give you a little change. I'm gonna put all this junk back in. It's a mess, got to clean it up. So, you know, I would say it takes me an hour to clean the tubes. In the winter time, or in the summertime, I'll get in there and clean it better. Another thing I wanted to show you, in the summertime, that's all that's in there is a little bed of coals like that. Oh heck, it's not light enough that you can see in there. You can see where the refractory is starting to, it's not good enough light. I don't have any flashlights out here. That little clean spot right here, the refractory is starting to break down a little bit. There's 4 inches of refractory, so in the summertime I clean it all out, patch up all the refractory cracks and all the little pieces where it came off, and go over it in the summertime. So that's, I ain't climbing in there now. So, but you can see there's hardly any coals in there, and I probably still won't have to add wood for another hour. It depends on when my red light comes on. That was the another movie before, putting that red light on. You can't see it up there, but there's a red light, a round light right there, and it comes down, hooks to an aquastat. So when the water gets down below 170, that red light comes on. I know it's time to feed the boiler. So anyhow, that's rambling on about this and about that. I guess if I was a car, I'd be a rambler, wouldn't I? That's the expansion tank we made out of an old air compressor tank. That's the boiler clean out. The door I just never use anymore. There's actually another door in it behind this right here. Oh, you can't see, it's just white. There's a 9-inch by 4-inch door there. So anyhow, this is my mess. It hadn't started snowing yet. Next thing I gotta do is pull this plastic down. I might be zoomed in. Yeah, next thing I gotta do, when it starts to snow, I guess we're just in the boiler room area today. I put these things up with real quick little latches, so to undo it is all I gotta do is, well, one hand is a little harder. Undo that all the way down, and then that plastic comes down. So anyhow, it keeps my wood dry. There's I guess there's probably about 4 or 5 cords in there. These hold a half a cord a box. There's kindling. Next thing I might do is show you how I make my kindling. I don't usually use it, but you can see this is stacked up higher than the Kubota, and it comes all the way back to here. So there's a pretty good bit of wood. Anyhow, over and out. Just a little different movie this time. We'll see you later.